Hey y'all, put your gloves on. Let's tie-dye today. Okay. Oh, the lighting is just so bad. Can I turn the lighting up? Not on a... I'll have to do it on the computer. Okay. Let's see.
Future Tish editing. I totally forgot to say that all of these shirts were soaked in soda ash water solution 20 minutes or more, and then spun out in the washing machine until damp.
You guys know how to crinkle, right? So this is a custom order. They have... Come on, camera. I know, I'm moving around a lot. You've been on a long sleep, camera. Yeah, I know. This is a custom order. They want ice dye, and they want crinkle, because that's what they like. So, for this one, I'm going to just do random higgledy-piggledy crinkle. You guys know how to do this, right? Just like yiggity-yag, right? Oh, that's annoying. My new bracelet. I might have to take it off for these videos. Okay. Oh, so much better. Especially if you're listening on headphones and you hear clank, clank, clank. Sorry about that. But that's the basic of the crinkle. But you guys know that, right? You've watched enough of my videos. You know that. Big, sloppy crinkle. Showcases a lot of color. Okay, nice and tight. There's my new cat, Miss Ma'am. She says hello. Hello, ma'am. Hello. She's not as social as Cookie. Look, this is my mess. We're all up in my mess. She's not as social as Cookie. Ma'am. Miss Ma'am. Hi. Hi. You watching? But we love her just the same. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and forth. Okay.
Future editing Tish again. It's been a minute, y'all. So I have two shirts here. I already showed you that I crinkled one. I had a problem with the operator of the camera. So yeah, there's two. There's two shirts. You saw me crinkle one. Just imagine like you saw me crinkle two. There we go.
This is fine. This is fine. Okay, so I have my shirts here. I have no lighting. I have to mess with the lighting to keep. I don't want them down in the muck, so I have these shirts suspended over these tubs over on these grates. This grate's got to go. This is the last time for this grate because it's rusty. And to be honest, I don't know if that's gonna get on the shirt or not. It's pretty rusty. Here. Well, you know what? You sit right there. We're gonna do this. I got them at the dollar store. They have served me well. Need it to drip. So this will work just fine. If I was making it for me, I wouldn't care. Okay. Putting the shirt back on. So here's what I do. Instead of using cardboard, which you have to throw away because once it gets wet, they won't let you recycle it, I use aluminum foil, and I just make a thing around it with aluminum foil, which works just as good for keeping the ice into place. And I can recycle this a lot. Does it surprise you? I recycle clothing I tie-dye. I'm all about recycling. Does it surprise you? Okay, see how nice that is? And that will hold the ice right where I want it. And I can use it again and again. A lot. A lot. This I can even, this helps me use this grate a little bit longer than I normally would. So there we go. So I have to make one for this one and then one for that one right there. Oh, there's so much more better. Look. Okay, yay. So now let me make a thing for there. Okay, there we go. Now I got that little basically levee built around it here. Don't want it to come loose. And it's going to stay over my drip. If it drips on the table, that's fine. I mean, I don't care. Okay, so now this is custom order purples and pinks. For this one, I'm going to put the dye directly on the fabric and then the ice, or the dye, soda ash, ice. On this one, I'm going to do a layer soda ash. I'm going to put the ice down and then I'm going to put the dye on top of the ice. So we'll have two different variations so you can see if there is a difference, if it's subtle or if it's drastic. So because we want pinks, so for the pinks I'm using hot pink, dragon fruit, light red, fuchsia red, and a little tiny bit of pomegranate, because this could push us over into the orange. So we're going to do this as a kind of a an accent. So I'm going to go with my lightest color first, which is hot pink. I'm going to be pretty liberal with the hot pink. And it's that sandy kind of, so it's going to go on real, and we're only doing one side, because that's how we roll. I really am going to be liberal with that hot pink. 1 whole teaspoon hot pink. And then next with the dragon fruit. It's a powder, so it's clumpy. And I'm going to just go around and do different, like, spots with that. I'm going to do a lot of saturation. The fuchsia red and the light red are kind of similar in color. I don't know. I might just use the one. I'm going to use it. There is a difference. That's the light red. This is the fuchsia red, which actually is real similar to the dragon fruit. And then I'm going to go in with the pomegranate. Oh, I love this pomegranate. So I basically I got 5 teaspoons on this. Holy cow. Holy cow. We will give it a zhuzh. And then we're going to throw some ice on top of that. Okay. And this ice is only for tie-dye. You don't mix. And I'm going to really pile it on there. I want it to take its time and really soak through. Okay, test subject 1. Now here, let's give it a zhuzh. Get it nice and thirsty. Let's put some ice on it. There is a very distinct possibility that I will come back and add more ice to it. Depending on how fast it melts. And it is summer. That's a pretty goodly amount of ice. Okay. Let me put this back. Alright. And now over here for the purples, I have sweet pea, hydrangea, lilac, raspberry, and some ultraviolet, which will be the accent because it's so dark. So I'm going to start with my lightest color, which is the sweet pea, which is kind of pink. Very granular. So, and I'm just gonna go heavier than I did on this one. By putting it on top of the ice first. So there's our sweet pea. And then hydrangea. This leans into the blue. And then that gorgeous raspberry that we all know how much I do love. Hello. Look at you. Some raspberry on both sides. Just everywhere. I'm being ridiculous with all of this. Now some lilac. Making a mess. Oop. Put some lilac over here. Across to here. I mean, not really. There's some lilac. I'm going to go in then with ultraviolet. And with the ultraviolet, I'm just going to put like some here. Just some spots. Because it really is dark. Okay. And for this one, we can do another 5 really big teaspoons for here. And then I'm going to hit it. I'm going to zhuzh it again. across the top. Just keep it thirsty. All right, kids. I guess I need to go find something to do for... this is hours, so I'll check back and every once in a while and let you know what our clock ticker is. Okay. Ooh, here we are. Look how hot. Look how hot. Look how bright. Look how bright. This took about 6 hours to melt. And I thought, well, maybe I'll do another round of ice on it. And I just decided, no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna, because it's just so hot. I think it's gonna be really, I think it's gonna be really good. We just did the one side. So when we look at the other side, this is where we're gonna have some negative space, and I'm not mad about it. So if we would have done both sides, we would have had full saturation with this hot. But this way, it's going to give us the peaks and valleys. It's going to give us the texture of the color, the pattern of the color. And then we elevated it so we wouldn't be down in the muck. And if we would have dyed in the muck, not elevating it to where it would drip down into here, then it would also be sitting in this from the underside. I'll tell you what, let's do some more ice dye, but let's do the next video, or the next in the series. I'm not going to commit myself to the next one, but let's do down in the muck. Let's do a video, and we'll do an ice dye, but we're just going to put it in here, cover it with ice, and let it do its thing from the top down and the bottom up in the muck. Yeah. Okay, let's get these washed out. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's look. Oy. Okay, this was the pink, obviously. Here, come closer. This one was the dye directly on the shirt, and then the ice on top of the dye. Look at this negative space. That came out white. Came out white. I was liberal with all of our pinks and so forth. And just, oh, come see me. Come see me. It's been so long. So we had, here's the hot pink. It's not that hot. And then this could be dragon fruit, light red, or fuchsia red. They all look, there's differences, but not enough that I can tell which one was which. They're too close. And then that pomegranate just showed up and said, hey y'all, I want to play too. What a gorgeous accent, that pomegranate with those deep rusty oranges that just pop with all of that pink and deep pink. Whee! I love an ice dye. She's a lot hotter than I thought she was going to be. Oh, and there's the back. And we still have this beautiful negative space. And then all of these really cool patterns that just popped up and exploded from the ice melting across the dye and creating these beautiful designs. So there's the pink. But wait, there's more. Do you see this? Do you see this? There was a bit of a camera malfunction. I forgot to hit record when I folded this. This is a Rorschach that I folded. And if you're not familiar with what the Rorschach is, it's you fold it in half and then crinkle it. I'll put a link in the description box below to one of my videos that I do a Rorschach in, so you can see how to crinkle that if you're interested in this type of crinkle pattern. But look, raspberry, hello. And just, oh my, I don't even remember all of the colors that I used. But there was raspberry, There was ultraviolet. There was sweet pea, ultraviolet, sweet pea. What? Was this turquoise? Was this? I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh my gosh. Let's look at the back. And this was, we put the ice down. Sorry, talking out my back. This one, we put the ice down, and then we did a zhuzh and dye powder on top of the ice. And look how vibrant. There's no negative space in this shirt. And I was heavy-handed. Look at the, and then that Rorschach look. You see the eyes and the face? There's an alien on the back. Do you see it right there? But here's the other style of ice dye. And I think with the ice melting onto the shirt and then the dye powder distributing after the melt, so it's just more vibrant. But it could also be the colors that I use too. Stunning. Stunning. They're going to love them. They're going to love it. I'm delivering them today. So look what we did today. Look what we did today. We did 2 types of ice dye. We still haven't gone in the muck, because if we'd have gone down in the muck, all of this negative space would have been some darker hue of the collection of all of the dye in the bottom that would have saturated and absorbed up through the garment. And we'll do an in the muck. We'll definitely do that so you can see it. Leave in the comments what colors you'd like to play with for a down in the muck. But just remember, all of those colors are combining together. So there's a very distinct possibility we're going to make mud with that. So just think of your colors. Drop some suggestions below and we'll see. We'll see. Thanks for hanging out today. Hey, if you like these kind of videos, please like and subscribe. I'll make sure that I put them in a playlist so they're easier for you to find. Thanks for holding my hand through this, my first video back in a long time. I got more in store coming. It's a great way for me to get my feet wet again and hang out with my friends. And remember, be peaceful, be kind, be kind of fabulous. It's important. I'll talk to you soon. Oh. Hi. Hi, beautiful.